Okay, it should start streaming any second now, and you guys should be good to go. So if you're on that YouTube channel, there's a couple new things that you guys are going to see on this screen that might look a little different. The first thing is I've actually allowed you guys to keep an image on that live stream. So you're going to see in the bottom left corner the object we're working on. Okay, and give it a second to catch up. But you're going to see the object that we're working on every day. I'm going to try and just put in the new image of what that multiview should look like, okay, or what the object that we're working on should look like. So to start, I always want to start in Fusion just because I think it's a little bit easier for people to see in that program rather than just to start drawing. So if I close this and I bring open this, you guys will see that I drew. Let's try it now. Refresh and it should work. Good? Okay. So now you're going to see in Fusion, you're going to see, mute me please. All right, you're going to see a couple things. In this bottom left corner, again, mute me. You're going to see the actual object, right? This is just a screenshot image. I'm going to try and keep that there just so that we don't have to keep minimizing and maximizing all this stuff. I also put a cool little logo in there just because I'm a loser. Basically, though, we're going to try and build this isometric views, and we're going to try and draw these three views. When I give you guys the homework eventually within the next week here, you guys are going to be given the isometric drawing with dimensions on it, just like we did before. You're not going to be given these multi-view, and for your homework, you're basically going to say, draw the multi-view drawings of all these, okay? But for the sake of just starting to get the hang of this stuff, I want to start with giving you the dimensions down here. So in Fusion, you guys are going to see that I drew it, and I want you to see where this is all coming from. So really slowly, I am going to, obviously the object is there as an isometric. Really slowly, I'm going to show you that if I turn this, this will become my front view, okay? And I'll lock it in there, but that's your front view. You don't see hidden lines in this just because I haven't activated them. As far as the rest of it, if I rotate it on its side, okay? Come on. If I rotate it on its side, it eventually becomes the top view. And as you see right there, it's all lined up. That's what this image right here is. If I then go back to this piece and then rotate slowly just so that you can see on the front view, okay? This is where all those little squares are coming from. That's where all of this is coming from, okay? So each image that you're going to see, as far as starting with an isometric, you got to start kind of visualizing where those faces are going to be coming from, okay? That's a good start to see where these are coming from, but I want you to be able to identify all those parts. Now, a lot of people are asking where these hidden lines are coming and what the heck they mean. If I go to the front view here and I rotate just a little bit, do you see that this edge is there, right? This is a surface. You have to be able, it's still there. Just because you can't see it from this front view doesn't mean it's not there. So that is identifying, that hidden line is showing you that that edge is still there, okay? Same thing on the bottom. If you look here on the front and you look right about here, you'll see that there's another edge. There's a surface back here that needs to be identified. And if I even highlight it, it actually shows where the line would be. It goes all the way from the top to the bottom. That's where this hidden line is coming from here. Okay? Are there any questions on where I'm getting all this information from? We good? Okay. So now I'm going to try and walk you guys through how to actually draw these by yourself. So the first kind of stage that I want to go over is if you look at my sketches here, you're going to start out in the bottom left corner, okay? You're going to ignore that the right side, the top right corner here, is going to be the isometric view because we're going to use that area for more drawing. So we're going to start with just literally a dot in the bottom left corner, okay? And tell me if you can't see this because I know it's overlaid. I just moved it, so give it a sec. Can you see that dot? Okay, good. So I'm going to start from that dot, and I am going to start with overall, little review here, length, height, and depth, okay? So in this case, we talked about it yesterday, and this is supposed to be like a little review. Length is here, right? Height is here. And then when you go to these side, when you go to this side, and this side, It's depth. What view is in the bottom left corner? Front, good. What view is over here? Side. And what's up here? Top. Make sure you can see that. We're good? Okay. So now you have the front view, you have the top view, and you have the side view. We started with this little dot, and now if this is length, right, how long is this object? Well, we're going to go back and kind of see right here that it shows in this dimension that it is 7. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Make a dot. Every time you make a dot, go up and down and across if you need to. So across and up. I made a dot. And what these construction lines are doing are creating your top and your side view from your front view. Okay? Everybody get where I got that 7 from, right? Okay, now we need to go in height. How tall is this object? Again, if you look here, it doesn't say in this drawing, but it's going to say over here that the height is, I can't read that, what does it say? 5. So you go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do another dot. There's already a line there, so we're good, but I do need to make it left to right. Okay? Do you see how it's kind of creating everything for the other views? Good. This one's already kind of crossed, so we know there's a dot there. Now I have the overall height, I have the overall length, we're good to go. That also means that this is also the height over here, and that this is also the length over here. So I'm going to go ahead and make a random dot, I don't know, here, and here, and here, and here. Why there? Just because I know that these are going to match, and I know that this height is going to match. Okay? Just because the lines are telling me that they are. Now I need to figure out the depth, and it's going to be the same up here. So if I look up at the drawing, it tells me that the depth is 5, is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And again, it's 5 over as well. And I'm just making the overall 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 5. And again, I'm going to draw these over, even though there's nothing there, because you're going to use that information later. These ones are supposed to go up. Okay, after you have this overall drawing, so I have my overall length, height, depth, all that kind of stuff, you can draw a line that basically goes from corner to corner in this drawing. Okay? That's it. That's the start of the setup. Now you have depth, now you have height. What we're going to do eventually is we're going to make basically all these corners. How much time do we have left? We're out of here at 55, huh? I got 10 minutes. So I'm gonna start with the dots. Does everyone see where I got the heights and this is a depth? Does everyone see where I got all those overall? Yes? No? Okay, good. So if you have all that, you got the hard part done. Now we have the overall height, overall length, overall depths, right? Using this information, now we're going to start making the actual views. Let's always start with the front view because I like that view. It makes it easier to start with. So I know it, if I look at the drawing here, it says that it goes over 2. 1, 2. And I'm just literally going to draw the outline. It says it goes up to here. 1, 2. Where these meet basically goes there. And now I can darken those in because I know that those are the edge, those are the object lines that are going to be created. Basically, once you get the outline and once you get the dots, it's connecting the dots. Okay? Every time you make an object line or a new line, though, just like I said before, those dots, they need to project. That one's already done. This one can also project. Every time you make a line, a dot, project it. Okay? If you start to look, now these objects are even being drawn by themselves just by projecting those lines and those edges up. It makes it a lot easier for you eventually. Okay? So let's go into I'll go to the right right side first. So if you look at the drawing, it says you go over 1 dot. It says you go down, it doesn't say, but it says that the whole roll is 5, and this is 4, so what you're left with is 1. It says to go over 3, 1, 2, 3, back up 1, and now again, I have these drawings. I have these thick lines here, and again I can project over. I have this thick line here, and again I can project up. Okay, I think I'm good there. I'm going to go ahead and color these outside lines in because I know that those exist to kind of complete this portion. Everybody with me so far? Okay. When they cross, and this is kind of where I'm going to kind of get to a point, and this is a line too, right? If you look at the isometric, I'm kind of missing this gap here. Okay, I don't know where these lines are at. And they're actually identified in the top view here, which makes it a little bit difficult. So I'm going to do it in the top view just so it's easier. Use what you're given. Goes up, I can't really see it. It says 2, I think, right? Yes. Goes up 2 here. And then as you can see in this other drawing, I know it keeps going back and forth, I don't like that. It goes back here, it says, is that 4? Is that 4? Yeah. So that means that this depth is 3. 1, 2, 3, because it was 7 all the way across. Goes over 1, goes back here, and now again I have my little gap right here. But because I made a gap, and because I made a line or a dot, I need to project. Okay. I can make these lines as well, these dark lines, and I'm almost done completely actually with my first multi-view sketch. Okay. Now I'm missing some aspects, and we're going to talk about those. Wherever they cross this line, people are questioning what the heck this all is right here. Wherever you project up, see this dot where they cross that line? Here, 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 and here. It's referencing to something down here. Well, this dot already has an edge, so I know it references to that. These reference to these top and these right side views. This dot already has a line that goes down to here. Does this one have a line that goes down to here? No. So I made a new dot. I need to make a new thing. And without even measuring, I can see that now it made those 2 lines that I needed to finish that drawing. And these 2 dots that don't have a line going over here created those 2 lines that I needed right there. Now, this edge, as you see right here, the last couple pieces are the hidden lines. You can't see this edge in this view because it's hidden. You can't see this edge because it's in this view, but it's still there because it's hidden. And now the drawing is completely done. Any questions or concerns on any of that, how I made all of it? Okay, so you're going to have plenty of practice, trust me. I'm going to stop the stream just so you guys can see